Did you see gold today? What's going on with gold and the stock market? Wow, just wow. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. I'm actually running a webinar today. If you need help with your trading, I'm actually sharing with you my trading system. First thing in the description, guys. Go get access to that. You'll be able to get access to exactly how I trade the markets, okay? Now, let's start with the stock market first, and we'll get into gold. Gold and silver. Ooh, wow. Something's really amazing happening with silver. So, let me share with you there. The first thing I do say, guys, is that as you know, for the entire year, I even did a video. Let me just share this with you here because I think this is really, really important to say. What I did was just let me just share something with you here because I think this is really important for me to sort of set this up in the works of what I'm talking about here. So let me just share this with you here, traders. So I did a video, and this was the video here I did, and as you can see, this was on the Nasdaq. Or you can see the Nasdaq, and this is actually back in the middle of October, right? So we're talking about, the middle of October. And I said, I'm getting really excited. It's going to the moon. Hold on for dear life. And I was talking about this sort of setup here. And if I go and have a look at, let me have a look at this one here. So the S&P 500, you can see the S&P 500 was just breaking out. And I did a video this day right here. And I simply said, guys, get ready because we're about to make some really, 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 really sort of big moves in the markets. And so I could just keep going through this video here, but let me just share something with you here. So you can see even like on the Nasdaq, right? I was saying, here we go. And I said we had support here. This is when the Nasdaq was at, what's that? 14,000 sort of 800 area. I was talking about the support and I'm saying, here we go. We're on our way to 17,000. Now it's like, what? Are you nuts, John? And man, this is me talking out, like putting myself out there in the markets, right? Saying, here we go, and I put that 17,000 target there. But if I have a look at what the market's doing today, that's the Nasdaq around 14,800. If I bring up the Nasdaq right now, look where we're at. Oh my goodness, right here, 14,800. That was when I did the video right there, 14,800, and away we go. And as I said, I had a 17,000 target. We're almost there. So wow, I really came out and I really put myself on the chopping board by saying, guys, get ready. It's going to the moon and so on and so forth. And I really put myself out there. I got a lot of flack for that on that video, but wow, traders, wow. Now I actually also traded that as well too. I'm actually already in the markets as well too when it comes to that. And also I said in the exact same video, I won't bring it up now. And for you guys who've been following me for a long time, I've always said that I've got a minimum of a 5,000 print, possibly even higher by the end of this year. And we're only about 6% away to actually achieving that target. So wow, absolutely incredible. Now this is my investing positions. With the way that I trade the markets, I have investing and I have trading the markets as well too. Again, if you'd like to learn how I trade the markets and how I get in and get out and so on and so forth, the positions I look for, very first thing in the description, you're going to absolutely love that. So guys, we are right now, it's still on hold on for dear life because we are in the middle of that massive blow off top I've been talking about. And I've had my money where my mouth is. And I've been long this market this entire time. And wow, it's really, really, really starting to kick in right now. So I'm expecting some form of a pullback, maybe, or this. But the thing is that I wouldn't, just the environment right now, I wouldn't expect to see too much. But I also do expect to see possibly this year, maybe, I don't know, depending on how this S&P 500 is going, right? But we can see that I do see this S&P probably rallying towards the top of this channel. And this trend line here, let me bring this out here for a minute. This trend line right here is the end of this year. So this end of this year, this is the end of the year. So if we continue up this trajectory, one, we're going to get to the top of the channel, but that's going to be about the 5,300, possibly 5,400 by the end of this year. Like talking about, wow, my first target's always been 5,000 because that's always been the round number that I've always seen for the entire this year. And then I use 5,400. Why? Because it's the top of the channel, and X marks the spot with this year. So that's how I got the 5,400 number. There's actually nothing special. It was just identifying the channel, or at least this resistance line, and then finding at the end of this year, I'm like, okay, then well, that's X marks the spot there. So let's actually that'll be my sort of my second aggressive target. First conservative target is 5,000. So we're really starting to push up, guys. Really starting to push up. And even on I made a call come up, and again, I had a lot of people saying, John, you are so wrong. You're an idiot. Get out of here. Get nicked. I even made a talk about the Russell. Look, the Russell is starting to really just make some really nice moves out of this. Not much going on, and suddenly, bam, really starting to make some nice moves. So I'm expecting the Russell, which I could be wrong, but just like the S&P, right? It's just the same analysis. Here we go. Here's the channel. Here's the resistance line. So I'm expecting the Russell to continue up and continue up into this channel up here somewhere, especially after doing nothing here, which is the calm before the storm. This is the calm. Guess what? Right? The storm is starting to come. Talk about storm. Let's go have a look at gold. And look what's happened with gold today. Oh, we're starting to capture a little bit of a bid. We're not out of the woodworks yet, but we're starting to capture that bid. Let's have a look at the GOD price. You can see the GOD price. I'm just checking out the volume here. Actually, not really much to see there. But we're starting to capture a little bit of bid here. So are we about to see that breakout? Like, wow, here we go, right? So firstly, on the stock market, people said, John, you are so wrong. It's going to crash. And then gold and silver, and obviously the calm before the storm, and gold and silver right now, we're starting to really find that floor. And I've done many videos, even from a silver perspective, to say this could be the final low for many years to come. And people thought I was nuts. Like, John, you are so wrong. You don't even see this. And I'm just like, but look at this here. So now we're getting a bounce. It's like, oh my goodness, guys, are you seeing this? Like, look at these opportunities just like everywhere. It's incredible. Again, I talk a lot more about these opportunities in that. Just make sure you join that webinar today. Okay, I promise you, if you really need help with your trading, I'll help you. I'll show you what to look for in good opportunities. But look at this here, right? This is a high low right at that 50% level. Beautiful 50% retracement level. As you can see, that's the 50%, and now we're holding up. If we continue up through there, guys, guess what? Beautiful higher low. Breaking above previous highs. If we break the 25, guess what? We're probably on our way up to 28, somewhere about there. And if it does that, then maybe, just maybe, if that happens, this could be the start of something big. This could be this. If we continue this doing this head and shoulder formation, then we've got a target of around the 28 to 29 level, somewhere over there. And if that happens, guess what? We'll probably get a bit of a pullback. So we get a run up through here, then maybe a bit of a pullback, and then away we go again and to the top of the channel, right? Because it's just, as you can see, it's just simple analysis like this works, which is trend analysis, highs and lows, and major significant channels, and they always come into play. So maybe, just maybe, we're getting ready for a breakout. And if we do, then people say a $50 target. If X marks the spot with a $50 target, I wonder where that would be. Now, what I'm doing here is this. Let me just share this with you here for a minute. This is just me guesstimating here, by the way, guys. But that's that. Where is 50? Wow, 50 is up there. Oh, so if we bring our channels up, actually, I don't want that. If I create, let me just extend this to the right. All right, let me just take that off the screen, and I'm just gonna extend this to the. Hey, easy. Create a parallel trend line, and I'm just gonna bring it to the top up there. And so if I'm looking at the $50 target, then maybe if we continue this trajectory, I'm looking for X marks the spot. So maybe over the next, I'd say 2 years, guys, if we're going to continue this channel, if we're going to continue filling this out, maybe we're going to see a $50 silver, not next year, but maybe the year after. Maybe next year, if we see a big move up, right? We could see a big vertical move up like this. But if we continue to fill in this channel through here, guys, then maybe by 2025, we could see a $50 silver. I could actually see that happening, especially after we've been doing nothing, which is what? The calm before the storm. As you can see, traders, I have a few main things that make a massive difference to my trading, which is the calm before the storm, the channels, the highs and lows, things like that really make a big difference to my trading. So again, if this head and shoulder formation plans out, probably first target there. And then the next target would be at where we're probably likely to find major resistance at the top of these channels. So depending on wherever it gets there, if it goes there pretty quickly, then we could do something like this. Or if it doesn't, and we get a bit of a pullback, the head and shoulder formation happens, we get a bit of a pullback, and then maybe it just takes its time, and maybe we get something like this, and we get something like that, and it hits the top of the channel, then pulls back, and then so on and so forth. So just depends on how hard this is, but we have been doing pretty much nothing for this entire time. So to expect to see, let's go back to the 6-month view really quickly. There we go. Let me bring this back up through there. There we go. Back to a nice little chart. Okay, and as you can see, the head and shoulder formation. But this is happening with the mining sector as well too, guys. Right, look at the mining sector. Beautiful, beautiful. And as you guys will know, right, I said this when we got this low back here, and then we got this move up. When we got this V bottom formation, I'm like, this is probably going to be the final low for many years to come. Same for the SIL as well too. Look at, oh my goodness, guys, are you seeing this? There is so much opportunity. I need more money to trade because I got a lot of money in the market already. So anyway, guys, so there is just so much opportunity. Now, what I'm talking about here is the exact same thing. If you're wondering what the hell was he talking about? Shoulder, head, shoulder formation, neckline, final low for many years to come, breaking of neckline, and away we go, right? We're starting to get that bid coming into the markets, right? It's just, there's so much opportunity. There's opportunity in some of the tech stocks right now. I got into a trade today. I'm based on the tech sector. I'm not going to talk about that, but my private clients know about that trade. I'm in the energy sector right now, which is just going great guns for me. I'm in the stock market as well too, some of the indices as well too, which is just going great guns. My entire portfolio is doing really, really well, and there's so much amazing opportunity out there, guys. So, and I'm sharing with you what those opportunities are. But so anyway, traders, make sure you, again, I want to show you exactly what to look for in a really good quality setup. So as these markets are moving and the patterns and so on and so forth, I want to show you what these good quality setups look like. So again, guys, very first link in the description, click on that, go join my next webinar. I'll share with you all the details about not only what to look for, but what you need to stop doing if you are losing a lot of money in the market, so you can actually start the transition to making a good income. So click on that link in the description below, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.